Hey guys, I'm here with this week's episode of Attack on Titan. Before we jump into this episode, as always, please feel free to check out my Patreon. You can find that in the description below. Alright, episode 5, season 3. We had a nice clutch Hanji episode last episode, as well as other characters too. Now we get to see Erwin coming in clutch for these next episodes. Still in the whole scouts against the government, which I really enjoy, and I also don't remember it happening all so quickly. Like, we're only on episode 5, and I feel like we're like already up to the part where we overthrow them. It just feels so much quicker than I remembered it being. But it's also because there's so much still to happen on this episode regarding, Eren and Historia and her father. Definitely still a massive plot coming up. But yeah, overall, I just forgot how fast these episodes happen. But I really do hope you guys are enjoying this rewatch with me. And please let me know in the comments if you are. It really encourages me to keep making these videos with you guys, knowing that you guys like watching them with me. But yeah, I'm having a great time with these rewatches. I'm excited, and let's just jump into this next episode together. Reply. 42, wow. Little do they know. Disband the scouts. Yeah, right. I feel like Erwin's the definition of like a clutch master. Like, he's put in like such terribly hard positions, and he most of the time, I mean almost every single time besides, comes out on top. Even in his death. But like a true Attack on Titan fashion, ironically, he's almost always right, too, with what he says. Even though it brings him closer to what he wants to do to avenge, his father and his ideals. Just like a bunch of people on the show do try to do. He is almost always right. Like, what would it even look like if he was the Colossal? The irony is them thinking that they have any power and thinking they have complete control over the Titan. Ironic because of how it turns out in the end, with Eren being in full control of his own actions, and them talking about how they should control him together and everything. It's like, oh, yeah. He has such a good storyline too, especially in the end with the whole Falco situation. Like, even though in the end Zachary also isn't like the best fitting for this, but it's better than what they have now. I mean, they try to get control of Eren too, at least as Titan. Great line. See, he didn't even choose favoritism either. He literally chose what was right, and he knew that Erwin was right and these guys were going to be wrong. That's why they had to execute this plan. Yes, I bet Pixis wanted this to happen too, but he still left it up to the decision of everyone in their personal actions. So, in the end, he did the right thing. He didn't just give in to Erwin's case. Though it was the better one. He proved them all wrong. That's why it's so good. So clever. Well, I don't think there's winning in this world. Let's be honest. Oh, yeah, you have no idea. God, it's so good. I loved rewatching that again. I feel like I got to experience it better this time. Oh, I love the reaction here. Wow, we're so far in the show now.
あれが濡れ衣だって証言は取れたからね。息子
This arc just hits such a different territory with the whole government aspect. Yeah. See, look at all these clutch characters. But it's not over yet, not even close. Damn, we get to some crazy moments now, too. Again, I just love our scouts so much. The show just jumps from like complete fantasy elements to a strong government plotline. It can do whatever it wants, and it all works and flows so well together. Every arc on this show is so special. And when you layer them on top of each other, it just creates for a beautiful work of art, this show. It's not like a broken record, but it's just all true. I'm just saying what everyone's thinking. Or what I'm thinking. As Erwin might have too. See, I mean, he does kind of state a lot of the truth, but it's, I don't know, it's such a thin line, you know? Ugh, it hits so hard. Just like the human god seeing that building again. Oh my god. Just brings me to the whole... Oh, memory part later on with Eren and Grisha. Hanji's so fucking smart. The deduction of all these characters. So thankful to have them. Yeah, I love this episode. It's such a hype episode. Like when Hanji goes through the characters, when she's talking about like how all of them came together for this situation, like how, like I keep saying, like each of them came in so clutch. I love that, how everyone just acted together and defeated this corrupt government system. Even though we have so many more battles ahead of us, it's such like a small little but great win for us. And yet we still have the cliffhanger of this episode when we, you know, you and me already know how much more craziness happens in these upcoming episodes with the whole Historia and her father and Eren. God, it's just watching this show again, it's so different. Like the feeling of everything, like knowing everything, having all the information, all of this just, it's like watching a whole different show. Like genuinely watching this show as a rewatch, it's not even a rewatch. It's like watching a whole nother, you know, media source, like a whole different show. I'm having such a great time with it, and just like all the dialogue between Erwin and Zachary, just everything, because again they show so many human traits, and it's so like down and realistic. It just shows the personal tendencies behind how humans honestly think. Like yes, we're thrown into like a fantasy environment with this entire show, but in a way where it's so grounded, to where it doesn't have characters, you know, just being these heroic masterpieces of characters and, you know, doing the right thing and, you know, blah blah, the typical average show dilemma and character development and everything. With this one, it is so much more realistic, and it really capitalizes on like the human condition and just, you know, the thought process. But like, I don't know, all the characters in the show are so fucking well written, to the point where everything just feels so much more like, I don't know, just intense and human and relatable. I'm sure I've said this like 100 times, but yeah, I just really respect the show for, like, you know, those moments. It's not like anything you'll really ever see again. But yeah, overall, love this episode. Enjoyed how hyped it was again. Overthrew the government. Now we get to jump into the Historia stuff. I'm really excited for these next episodes. I hope you guys are excited. I'm actually really hyped for them. I really love these coming up. But yeah, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed with me. I can't wait to watch these next episodes with you guys, and I'll catch you guys for the next episode of Attack. Have a good one, guys.